KCTK Radio proudly presents the Week Review.
Hey, you know what, guys? This right here, this rambling, boring conversation containing already made before observations, this could be a podcast.
It's actually not a bad idea.
Really? A podcast? Don't you have to be some sort of whiz kid to do those?
Definitely not. Anyone with a computer can make one.
Well, that's it. We're anyone. Let's do a podcast from right here in the booth. Who's in?
Yeah, sure.
Let's do it.
Is it happening? Are we doing it now?
Awesome.
You're the reason that we do what we do. Music and talk, it's all for you. Now the guys who are lots of fun for making you laugh, they're number one. They review the week just for you. So get ready for Paul and Drew. Welcome to KCTK Radio's Week Review with Paul and Drew and Jack all up in your face. Join in on the experiment by calling or texting us at 913-735-0060. We dare you.
Welcome to KCTK Radio's Week Review with Paul and Drew, starring Jack, who's all up in your face. I'm Paul. That's Drew if you didn't recognize him. And that's not Jack. This is a show where we talk about things from last week and the things that may happen next week. And yes, they're very weak. Yeah. It's known as the show where non-interesting people never try to act interesting. It's the other show where everything is made up and the points don't matter. To get myself together in my head, different camera. You can join the experiment by calling or texting us at 913-735-0060. We welcome your participation. We broadcast live every Thursday night at 7 p.m. You can listen to us online at kctkradio.com. Or you can watch Facebook Live on our page, KCTK Radio. But it's easier to use KCTK Radio's smartphone app. If you don't have it, download it. It's free. You can watch all the past adventures at YouTube on the KCTK Radio channel whenever you want. But that's not all. This program is offered as a podcast on iTunes, Google Play, Spotify, SoundCloud, Podbeam, iHeartRadio, CastBox, Himalaya, Pandora, Overcast, Stitcher, Instagram. Even have Alexa play KCTK Radio from Apple Podcasts or anywhere you get your favorite podcast. Welcome back to the show. This is our Thursday evening experiment. We've been doing this for, let me see how many episodes have we been doing this? 300 and 569, 300 and, I'm going to look that up here while I'm introducing the program to everybody. We haven't been here for a while, and it's been a big problem for me because my favorite thing in the world is to do this. Now, here he is, the man of the hour, the guy that makes it all happen. Here he is, the Drew.
What's going on?
You're there.
What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? It's the Droosh, a.k.a. the Chameleon, a.k.a. the fucking Lizard King.
Yeah, damn. The Lizard King. Holy shit. That's pretty good, man. So how many shows have we done?
3,000.
3,000? I think we haven't done as many as that.
I think we've done at least 300.
Let's see here.
It's been a long break. It's been a long dry spell.
Uh-huh.
Just like my sex life.
Oh, snap.
Oh, but hey, it happens.
We've done 155. This is our 156th episode.
Damn.
Yeah. So why haven't we done a show in such a long time? Can we even remember why?
No, we can't remember why. I had to go and protect the people at the Capitol.
Right.
I had to make sure that Biden was sworn in without any kind of problems.
Dude, our last show was the 18th of December.
Yeah.
So we skipped for 25th.
Yeah.
And the 1st.
Uh-huh.
And then I got lazy. You got lazy?
We both got lazy.
Did we both get... Okay, we'll both own it.
And I got unemployed, so I was going through like a thing.
Yeah.
So it's just one of those.
One time I remember I'm sleepy. I just can't do it, Drew. I'm too tired.
You did say that.
I tell you what, the Tracy tip and the dip, they take it out of you on Wednesday night. Oh, my God. They take the dip out of me and the chip. And the chip, too.
The chip and dip.
And I think also... maybe subconsciously is not coming to light. I didn't want to do a show until everything was settled, meaning I wanted Joe Biden to be president. I was too angry.
You were.
And
on edge.
On edge. That's exactly, that's the best description ever.
Yeah, definitely on edge.
I mean, you do realize since we've talked on this very program, we have had sedition. We attacked the citadel of our democracy, our capital.
Yeah.
And an impeachment and a new president.
Yeah, and possibly watched our old president get brought up on charges.
Yeah.
For a lot of things.
Yeah, he's going to have a trial in the Senate.
Apparently, women that have accused him of sexual assault are going to get their day in court.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Good.
So, it's one of those things.
I've played, I know you're a big time listener of the Past Week, Next Week show.
Absolutely.
But when we played it on this show, but just so you know, our own local guy, Josh Hawley, was involved in this too. He was for the sedition. He tried to overturn elected people's votes.
Yeah.
And he's right here from Kansas City.
Yeah.
He grew up in Lexington, went to Rockhurst. Now, you
that's
hate
why.
Rockhurst, right?
Yeah.
Didn't you guys have to play him in football and
We
hate
did.
him?
Fuck Rockhurst.
Okay.
And fuck Blue Springs South as well.
Okay. Just throw that in there.
Yeah, I'm just going to go ahead and throw that out there now.
Okay.
Because when we played them, they were like the two hardest teams to beat. Mm-hmm. I don't know if Rockhurst has like some kind of problem with the guys there are sexually frustrated, so that's why they play football so amazingly.
They recruit them. They recruit them, and then they give them a scholarship of a good school.
Always a bunch of rich fucks. Mm-hmm. Belfonte, when he was in high school and I was in high school, he played. Yeah. He was the quarterback.
Okay.
He's the heir of the Belfonte
ice
empire.
Cream.
Yeah.
Ice cream. So
and you know what? I don't eat Belfonte anymore.
So you understand Josh Hawley then, don't you?
Yeah, I understand that he's a privileged white fuck who's a honky and probably should just stop with the white privilege. Okay, let's stop it here.
Yeah.
And also just go... Just fuck off. I mean, that's all I can really say.
Well, here's his response, okay?
Yeah.
Look, Democrats didn't like what happened in 2004 and 2016, but that didn't change the result. They lost, fair and square. But when we don't win, when we lose, when we don't get what we want, it isn't fair. Because we should just always get what we want. And that's why I'm standing up for 74 million Americans who legitimately lost fair and square. Because for me... my only shot in 2024, my only shot at a future in this party is to stick my tongue so far up Donald Trump's filthy balloon knot that I can taste yesterday's Big Mac. Because I'm afraid of him, and I'm afraid he's going to mean tweet me. I know I'm being an asshole. But you are what you eat. This is the game I have to play. I'm Senator Josh Hawley. And I approve this message.
I'm afraid he's going to mean tweet me.
Got my tongue so far up his balloon knot.
Isn't that hilarious?
That's funny as shit. He's a piece of shit.
He really is.
So I got a buddy of mine that's going to the Senate for Missouri, and he's got to meet with Parsons.
He's going to the... What the fuck are you talking about?
He's wherever the fucking Capitol. He's got to go to the Capitol because he's got to talk about...
So he's got to go to the Capitol, not to the Senate.
He's got to talk... Whatever. He's got to go to talk to them about zoning and shit for his work. And
he's going to go talk to Governor Parsons about it?
That and Jay, whatever the fuck his name is.
He's not going to talk to nothing.
Probably not, but he has to for his work. They have to. And he texted...
Because the governor's in charge of this stuff.
It doesn't matter. But the point of the story I'm telling is that your niece brought up a funny joke because he asked her if he wanted her to... He wanted to pass on a message from her to him.
Yeah.
And she said, I guess tell him to suck a dick? I don't know.
Oh, okay. Now I know what... Now I know what niece you're talking about.
And you love her and her little antics.
I do.
Yeah.
And will he do it?
Oh, I'm sure he will. Not, but I'd like to think he will.
I hate so much about the things that you choose to be.
That's what I want him to say. So, besides all the changing of the world, what's been going on with you?
Well, lo and behold, Drew is unemployed again.
Okay.
Thanks, COVID. I also have been in a rut of late. So, I mean, I kind of feel where you've been at lately.
Well, I'm better now.
Only
better
mine's
now.
like a personal journey kind of thing.
Yeah.
So,
Do you understand what this year is?
2021.
2021.
Yeah.
It killed us all at one.
Yeah.
So 2021 is not starting out so good for you.
No,
but
it
last
hasn't.
week you were on your way over here. I said, forget it. The people get too much high quality entertainment from us. But you took your daughter to school and everything.
Yeah,
That's good stuff.
We have speech therapy once a week. It's to help her kind of start forming some sentences, so then she'll never stop talking ever again.
Right.
Like everyone's warned me.
Right.
So
that's going good, right?
It's going good, yeah. She also got evaluated for school.
Good.
So they're going to keep her on track. And yeah, we talked to the school district, and it's going. She's on the right path.
She's on the right path, yeah.
She's
so
doing
that's
good.
I guess I'm just bringing that up just to bring it around to some things are good. Good
Yeah.
are happening.
My daughter's healthy.
Your daughter's healthy.
She's
doing
growing.
well.
She's growing like a weed.
She's learning, and she's being everything she can be.
Yeah.
Really, if you think about it.
Absolutely.
Anything else? You got any thoughts? Big thing in our lives, this area, is Kansas City Chiefs. Your
Yeah,
thoughts?
we're going to the fucking Super Bowl again.
Can you believe it?
I can't. I do believe it. I thought it was going to happen months ago. I said we were going to go to the Super Bowl, and I was right.
I waited 50 years for a Super Bowl, and now we have 2 in a row.
Yeah.
It's mind-boggling to me.
Well, what pissed me off is I really wanted us to go to the Super Bowl again because I was tired of everybody spouting out their bullshit of, well, that was all luck. It was a fluke. It's like, no. It wasn't a fluke, and it wasn't luck. It's called hard work.
Yeah.
And that's what the Kansas City Chiefs have brought
What do you got
to the city.
I mean, we'll have a show next week, but do you have a prediction for the Super Bowl?
I'll be honest with you. I was kind of bummed to see that we're playing Tampa Bay. I was hoping we'd have a Green Bay, Kansas City game.
Yeah.
Because that right there,
Yeah.
that's historical revenge right there.
That was Super Bowl #1, everybody.
Exactly. And if we had won, it'd be the Lamar. What would it be? The Lamar Hunt Trophy,
That's right.
right? So
Yeah.
that's just me. I was really hoping that Green Bay was going to pull it out, but they didn't.
I think not to get too much sports talk, folks, because I mean we're not chilly. You know what I mean? We don't know. You know,
We're not.
we're not trying to step on his podcast, but I think Tampa Bay's a better. It's a better matchup.
Okay.
They have Tom Brady and Gronk.
Yeah.
They ain't got nothing else.
They don't. We've got Travis Kelce. We've got T. Hill. We've got Chris Jones. We got Le'Veon Bell.
Man, we got good defense now,
We've
too.
got Patrick Mahomes. I mean,
You know?
shit.
If our defense can just kind of shut down, maybe just shut down Gronk.
We got Williams.
You
I
know?
mean, fuck. I can name off all the awesome players we have. We have 2 great backup quarterbacks. Heaney's great. We also got Moore.
Yeah.
I mean, we got a stacked We got a stacked team right now.
But if our defense can stop Gronk,
Yeah,
and I know
that's who
you're
we
saying,
gotta
what
stop.
about Brady? Well, that's his #1 guy, right?
Yeah, that's his dude.
Then Mahomes can come back and score points against that defense.
It's going to be a tough game, though. I mean, I'm not
You
going to
think
sit here.
so?
I'm not going to sit here and say it's not going to be.
I don't know, man.
I mean, it's going to be a tough game, and it's going to be we got to take every quarter with stride.
Okay.
Yeah,
That's good news. Hey, we'll be playing a little bit later the Y dude, a repunt, but I haven't talked to the Y dude
really.
in a long time.
What happened?
I don't know. Hopefully he's listening to this program and he still wants to contribute. He would call us and it'd be great.
Did you piss
but
him off?
Maybe he's mad because we haven't done a show in a month.
Probably.
You know,
Yeah.
but it's when you lose someone like that, you knew he was going to jump, superstar way past us. I just didn't know it happened this soon.
Yeah, like listen.
Yep. Yeah. I got kind of bored of him. But also, without White Dude, it dropped our audience significantly.
Yeah.
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 That one person that listened to us, and then now we have 0.
Yeah.
So that's
It's okay.
good.
And right now we're talking to crickets, but it's okay.
Yeah.
By the way, there's been some squirrel activity over by my house.
What's going on with that?
The little motherfuckers are on my roof and shit.
Really?
Yeah. fucking crawling up trees right by my house.
Do they get into your roof? Do you have a wood roof?
No, I don't have a wood
Okay.
roof.
That's what I always worry about, them getting into the house or something.
Fucking hope not.
Yeah.
If they do, I'll kill them.
There is on my tree in my front yard, it's a big, very, very big tree. Maybe about 10 feet up, there's like a hole in there, and they live inside there.
Oh, wow. They're watching you? They got surveillance?
I don't know, but would it be cruel to put like stuff in that
Yeah,
hole?
that'd be cruel.
Blow them up a little bit?
Yeah, that's cruel.
Okay. I should just let them be, right?
Just let them be.
Okay.
They're tree rats. What do you
Fair
expect?
enough. Fair enough.
Yeah.
Okay, well, let's get to what people have been waiting for since last year. The news of the Droosh.
So, this news story was brought to me by one of our listeners.
Okay.
There is a guy who is a chief of police in Texas.
Okay. All right.
And
sounds like an upstanding guy.
this guy has been arrested.
Uh-oh.
Okay? And the
shot a black guy.
No, he did not.
Oh.
So he decided to defraud and against employment policy, showing government records that he forged.
Oh, he forged some government records.
Hold on, we're going to circle
to
back
keep
to that.
to keep his job or something, right?
No, not to keep his job. This guy has a wife, 2 fiancés, and a bunch of girlfriends.
Whoa, baby.
Yeah. This guy
all in the same town?
All in different states. He's in Texas, and this dude's got one girl in Kansas. He's got another one in wherever the fuck, Arkansas, Arizona, whatever.
Uh-huh.
He's got them all over the place.
So I'm assuming they don't know about each other.
They do now.
Uh-oh.
Because one of them reached out and decided to tell them, like, hey, we got engaged in... one of them said that they got engaged in November. Another one said they got engaged in December. So he only dated her for like a month before he popped the fucking question. And then he's got 4 kids, 1 ex-wife, and 1 wife. And then he's got a bunch of girlfriends.
Blah, 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 blah.
That was the white dude. He tried to call us, and I missed it.
Oh.
Yeah. Maybe he'll call back.
Okay. So, anyway, this story to me is so convoluted and ridiculous that it's just like, dude, this is way too much.
Okay, so this
That's way too much.
chief of police in Texas.
Yeah.
He has a wife, but he also has a fiance, 2 fiancés someplace.
Yeah.
And several girlfriends around.
Yeah. It's just too much work. So the Texas Rangers have arrested Stenton Chief of Police Jason Collier.
Uh-huh.
According to the Texas DPS, they arrested Collier today. This comes after the city of Stenton, I guess it's Stenton, placed Collier on administrative leave pending on investigation of possible violations of city employment policy. The city of Stenton says he has resigned his position effective immediately. Collier is accused of sending a text message with a fraudulent government record attached. The document was a fraudulent marriage annulment. This is him trying to prove that he's not married.
Oh, he's trying to tell the other his other chickies he's not married.
Exactly. He has been booked into the Hutchinson County Jail on charges of tampering with a governmental record with the intent to defraud.
Wow.
This is what the document says. Chief of Police Jason Collier was... never mind. That's not the document I was talking about. Anyway...
So in the meantime, his wife has found out?
Yeah,
is she getting divorced from him now, or what's the...
Probably. I just find it insane that this guy had this many girlfriends and this many fiancés. It's just too much work. I mean, why do you want 3 wives? Why do this?
What kind of psychopath would tell these other people that he's going to get married to him?
I don't get it. It makes no sense.
I mean... It's terrible.
Well, there's another part of the story that apparently he was also seeing an 18-year-old girl who has apparently gone missing.
Oh, no.
And nobody knows why.
So he killed her?
We don't know. We don't know. And another guy has come forward that he went to high school with that he used to molest him.
The chief molested his friend?
No, yeah, molested his friend from high school.
Oh, this guy's a real psychopath, isn't he?
And then he's dating a... deputy sheriff who's also been accused of molesting a child.
Oh, man.
Like, what kind of fucking shit's going on in Texas?
Okay, so 2 fiancés.
A wife.
A wife, several girlfriends, several accusations of molestation.
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah.
And the changing of the documents.
Yeah.
How would that, like...
I bet he did some, like, copy and paste kind of shit.
Well, if he did that, then that's only temporary. You know what I mean? It's only, is he going to go, oh, I was annulled and I'm going to get married to you now?
I don't know.
That's crazy.
This story is developing as we speak, so...
It sounds that way.
Trust me, I'll give it update
Blah,
next
blah,
week.
blah, 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 blah.
I don't know. That's the why, dude. I miss him.
Yeah.
Is basically what I'm trying to say.
Yeah. I hope he calls back.
Yeah, okay.
Anyway. So, yeah.
Wow.
That's some soap opera shit, man.
Now, I've said this several times on the show, but can you follow this story?
Yeah, this time
Okay.
I actually will because this is developing, and believe me, the listener that brought this to my attention is following it religiously.
Thanks for calling the week review. Caller, may I help you?
Hey, yes, hi guys.
Oh, where are you at?
I'm at home.
Wait, we can't hear you here for a second.
What?
I'm at home in my bedroom.
Let me get you.
Where have you been? Why, dude?
There you are. Why, dude? Can you hear us? Hello? Why, dude? Can you hear us?
Why, dude?
Why, dude? Please just kind of... Let's see what we did here.
Did you mute him? Why, dude?
Yeah, I muted him, but...
Hello?
Can you hear us?
He heard us for a second.
Why, dude? Can you hear us? Can you hear us?
Can you hear us now?
Hello?
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 Here, we're going to fix this real quick.
Why, dude? Do not hang up.
Now, he's not doing anything wrong. It's me with my equipment on this end.
Don't hang up. It's all Paul's fault.
It's all my fault. The audio's... okay.
Fucking Paul Vincent.
That's right.
Hello?
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 Can you hear us? Hello?
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 It's all screwed up. Shit. Well, call back, why, dude, because we've made a big mistake. Big mistake. But that's kind of what we do on this show.
Is make mistakes?
Yeah, make lots of mistakes.
Oh, he's calling back.
Okay. I'll do this right.
Hello?
Hey, thanks for calling the
Week
Week
dude?
Review.
Hi guys, this is Keith.
How are you doing?
Why, dude? Doing okay. I've been listening to you guys. I tried to listen to you last week, but you weren't. Went there.
We're here now.
Yeah.
Can you hear us now?
Excellent. I can hear you now. I got so excited when you guys talking about the Chiefs,
Uh-huh.
and I was kind of hoping for Green Bay also.
Yeah, that would have been cool.
Because I wanted to see who Jake from Steak Farm was going to root for.
That's a great point.
So now he's definitely rooting for Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah, that's a good point. That would have been which one's going to get the the Rodgers
the
Rodgers
deal?
Yeah, the Rodgers deal. And what was the Mahomes one?
Patrick something.
Patrick get a haircut. Think something about him.
Exactly.
How's it been going with you? I haven't heard from you because we haven't had a show. I haven't talked to you.
I'm doing okay.
All right.
Just hanging out, I'm hanging out with you guys because I don't want to watch that Hell's Kitchen that my wife's wanting to watch.
Which Hell's Kitchen is it? Which season? Is it the new season?
Gordon Ramsay, you suck. Can't you make ketchup? That kind of stuff.
I love Gordon Ramsay.
He's an ass.
It gets old. It just gets old for me.
You may think he's an ass, but you'll eat anything he fucking makes. Let's all be real.
I don't know about that.
I would if he made me anything. He could make me dog shit in a pan, and I'd still
You would
eat
eat dog shit?
He made it. Yeah, it probably is going to taste fucking amazing.
I don't know
Just
about
because he made it for you?
Yeah, it's Gordon Ramsay. I'm going to eat it.
That's gross.
So you won't eat stuff your mom makes for you, but Gordon puts it on the plate. You'll eat it.
First off, Gordon's been taught by French chefs, so obviously he knows what he's doing.
Hey, have you got the vaccine yet?
And they got to do what in?
Have you got the vaccine yet?
No, my doctor said I won't be able to get it until February. Not February, but July.
Oh, really? Wow. I got signed up for it, too.
Yeah, yeah, my urologist told me that. He said, you better get it because you're diabetic.
Oh, yeah,
okay.
you probably should.
And
but now all these old people are getting it and they're having problems because they can't get the booster. It's like, what?
Now, are you off on Super Bowl Sunday? Last year that was a problem.
I'm not technically, but I might call in sick like I did that last time.
You know what you should do is you should put chocolate all over the place.
Isn't that what you?
I would love to. The Nutella. I had the Nutella work plan, but I'm at home now. So what are you gonna do? Tell my boss to poop at home?
Yeah, like take a picture of your bathroom just smeared in Nutella and be like, look at what the fuck happened. A nightmare.
I
gotta stay home. Don't. I know a guy that worked at Adams Toyota, right? So he went to a Royals game.
Right.
He called in sick.
Okay.
He was on the front page of the Kansas City Star in the background at a Royals game. How he didn't get fired is beyond me.
That's what happened to Elaine Bennis, too. Same thing.
I don't know who that
is. You don't know who Elaine Bennis is?
Who's that?
Yeah.
Yeah. Keith does.
Yeah, she's a girl that lives in New York.
Yeah. But she had an Oreos hat on at the Yankees game.
Yeah. Which is kind of bad.
So all is good for you, huh?
It's getting better. I had an idea for how I do it. I just haven't written it up.
Okay.
But it's a good one.
Well, next week you have to write it up, okay?
Yeah,
I will write it up, and next week I will pronounce it.
People still need answers.
Yeah.
Even though Trump's not our president anymore.
This question is going to wow you. Go, wow! I never thought of that.
Oh, I bet it will.
Hey, did you end up voting for Trump or Biden?
I didn't vote for either one.
I didn't think you were going to. That was my guess.
I voted for Gary Johnson.
Gary Johnson, he wasn't on the ballot.
I voted for Mickey Mouse.
Did you vote?
See, I really want to. I came very, very close of writing in Tulsi Gabbard.
Oh shit!
Oh god! Okay.
But
damn!
But I did a no-go.
That's
Why
good.
don't you just go ahead and write in Joe Rogan?
I'll vote for Joe Rogan.
Hey, but Chelsea's going to have a new podcast coming soon.
What's it called?
So
from Russia with Love.
What is it?
Called From Russia with Love.
No. I got to find it on here, but maybe you could have her on your podcast, and then she can put you on her podcast.
I'd rather not be surveyed by the KGB.
Like you did with the Dumb Big Fat Show.
I don't want to be on a watch list.
Yeah, the Dumb Big Fat Show.
They'll think I'm a treasonous asshole if I'm on the watch list.
Well, don't work too hard, okay?
Okay.
All right.
Thank you for calling.
Please take care.
You guys have fun.
Sorry that
I'll be listening.
Okay. Thanks.
All right.
I'm glad that we got to hear from him. I feel better.
I feel a lot better.
I feel so much better.
I do. I'm glad that he was listening.
Yeah. He's back. He's better than ever.
He is the Y Dude 2.0. Jesus.
Now, we haven't talked about last year. We need to talk about last year one more time.
Okay.
Here's 10 of the most bizarre news stories from 2020.
Let's hear it.
You know about the murder hornets?
Yeah, I remember those. They were killing off bees. What happened?
Asian giant hornets were killing bees up in the Pacific Northwest.
Yeah.
Is where they were.
Those fuckers are huge. Have you seen one? They're pretty giant.
How about the Pentagon released UFO videos? You remember that?
No, I didn't hear about that.
It's a pilot and he's flying around and he can't figure out what it is. It looks pretty weird.
That's awesome.
Now, did we ever come to the bottom of the monoliths that were erected across the world?
We talked about one that I found that an artist did. Mm-hmm. That was from Space Odyssey.
Yeah, but there was one in Utah, Romania, California, and even San Antonio.
Wow.
People were moving around and freaking everybody out about it.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
They still don't know who did it.
That's great.
There was a firenado.
A firenado?
In California, which is basically a fire of tornado fire.
That's awesome.
Because all those things,
it sounds terrifying, but that sounds like that'd be a cool sight to see.
Last year, NASA warned of asteroid heading to Earth.
Yeah, I did a story on that one.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm sure that's still on its way here. Or did it pass us?
It's supposed to be going, but what? Anyway, it's coming to it. We're all going to die because of it. Anyway, most venomous caterpillar in U.S. found in Virginia and Texas.
Venomous caterpillar.
Yeah. Now, if you saw a caterpillar, you'd be like, I think I'll kick it or step on it or do something to it. You would not be worried about it whatsoever.
No, but I also probably wouldn't fuck with it just because it's a caterpillar.
That's
does
nice
nothing.
of you. Well,
it does nothing.
This one's venomous, so watch out.
Okay.
Cicada. There was a big cicada infestation last year.
Okay.
We learned last year that Subway bread isn't actually bread. What?
Okay, now you got to elaborate on that.
Officials say due to how much sugar is in the bread, it legally cannot be defined as such. The ruling was brought by an Irish Subway franchise who argued that some of its products were not liable for value-added tax.
And this is supposed to help you lose weight? Bullshit.
Okay.
That's why I don't like Subway.
I don't like this. This is...
Do you like Subway?
I love Subway.
Subway sucks.
It is bread, but it has too much sugar, so I guess maybe they call it a donut. I mean, what is dough with a whole bunch of sugar in it if it's not bread?
A bagel?
Yeah. Is it sugar bread?
Sugar
I
bread.
thought we were going to go down and say they had cardboard in it, but no.
That would have been awesome.
Now, this is strange. Mystery seeds arrived from China. Do you remember that?
Mystery seeds?
Yeah.
What kind of seeds?
Out of the
were
blue, these packets of seeds would show up, and they were from China in different people's mailboxes, and they had no idea what they were.
What happens if you plant them?
Maybe we'll find that out this year.
Is it weed?
Could be weed. Could be super special.
Do I need to
Chinese weed?
Should I tell them my address?
No, but I ordered another. It's a monitor where you put on your monitor and you stretch it out.
Yeah.
And I ordered one. I saw an advertisement online, like $15. I go, this is too good to pass up. I got a thing you do salad with instead. And what was the other thing? That there's something else I ordered.
You still haven't gotten it?
No, and I got a baby outfit, and Quinn was too big, but it was a Chinese baby outfit because in China they have a big cut where the butt is, so we can just poop and go on the ground. Did you know that?
I didn't know that.
Yeah, aren't you glad that your child doesn't do that?
I'm glad that she doesn't do that.
So anyway, we tried to put it on the dog, I think, one time. So anyway, don't buy things from China. Christmas star will light up in the sky on the winter solstice. Do you remember the Christmas star?
Yeah, my sister. I called my mom while they were trying to look for it. It was the was it the Star of
Bethlehem?
Yeah, that was it.
So that was it. That was the strange stories from 2020.
Wow. It's really going to bother everybody when that star goes out.
Yeah. It sure will.
You never know.
Hey, we've had a lot of fun.
Hey, man, we've had a lot of laughs.
But people still are bothering the Y dude. So he has questions, and let's hear from him.
I wonder why. I wondered why. Now it's time to learn why.
Today's question comes from Dudley. Dudley asks, why, dude? Why is it that there are grapes and grape juice, and there are prunes and prune juice, but there are no raisin or plum juice? Well, Dudley, as you know, prunes come from plums, and when you need a little extra stool activity, you reach for some prune juice, not plum juice. Also, as you know, grapes can either be raisins or be fermented into an adult beverage. So, Dudley, would you rather drink plum juice and raisin juice and be sober, or would you rather get drunk and take a dump? Now you know.
I wondered why. I wondered why. Now we know why.
That's the Y Dude exclusively on the Week Review. I was going to have you move your thing of water so we could see. Here, watch this. Come here. Blue up. Try again. Up. Good girl. Good girl. This is Blue, everybody. And, Blue, of course, as we know, is the official puppy of the week review.
That's right.
She's going to be 3 years old now, folks.
Oh, my goodness.
And,
so what, 9?
9?
How many years is it in dog years? 6?
7.
7? So she'll
be 21.
She'll be 21.
Ready to party.
Yeah.
And since I was talking about Blue, our friend Gilly came.
Bills.
Can you lift her up?
No, because she looks in pain.
Come here, Gilly.
It's her hip.
Come here, Gilly. Gilly. Gilly's the official mascot of KCTK Radio. I have a great shot. Can you see it in the camera?
Yeah.
There's me. There's Gilly, and in the background there's a very good artist rendition of Gilly in our logo KCTK. Gilly she's having a little bit of trouble with her back legs.
Oh, poor girl.
So I got to pick her up a lot, but she's still doing good. She still wants treats all the time, and sometimes she gets so excited she poops by accident. Right?
Hi, Blue.
So they came down to visit us. They've been waiting for the show to be back. They are excited.
It's because they love me.
Yeah, they really do love you.
Yeah.
You're a dog person, though. I
am.
You grew up with dogs around you.
Mm-hmm. I make friends with every dog wherever I'm at.
Really?
Yeah.
Is there a dog you've ever met that you didn't like?
Yeah, my next door neighbor's dog.
Really?
Fuck that little.
Is it a
bastard.
bad dog?
Just it's a barking dog it barks at fucking anything.
Paul was for Angel Turtle. Bobby Paul and Awesome Blue Chowbunga.
That was Baby Drew when he his other little thing that Baby Drew would say was sugar goes poop in the grass. Which was actually Drew. Did you know that was actually true?
Yeah, that was true.
So good job on that.
Yeah.
So we're back. We got some. We're going to be talking movies when we get back.
All right. Oh my God, we have not talked about Wonder Woman.
Okay, we're going to talk about Wonder Woman first, and then some other movies that are coming up in the next year.
Yeah.
Because why not, right?
Yeah, absolutely. I'm loving it.
Okay, we'll be back with more KCTK Radio's Week Review with Paul and Drew, and Jack, who's not here. We'll be right back.
It's your old friend Mac Harrison, station manager and vice president of syndication for all that is KCTK Radio on the station broadcast of the world to the wide. Hey, you know we've got a lot of sponsors, and I want to take a thank you out for the time to tell you about thanking you. You're a sponsor, you pay me money, and I put your advertisements on the air. Thank you. But what we do is a special thing at KCTK Radio, especially with the dummies, especially with the professionals at Paul and the Droosh. What we do there is I supply them with your names of your commercials. And what they do is they try to be funny about it. Whoa, creative, right? Yeah, my idea. Anyway, that's what you'll hear today in this show. I want to shout out to the sponsors for thanking you for giving me money. And good luck to Paul, Droosh, and whoever else tries to be creative and funny. Come on, make it funny, guys. It's all about the money.
Looking at the past 7 days so you don't have to. It's the Week Review with Paul and Drew. You could join in on the experiment by calling or texting us at 913-735-0060.
Hello. That's right. It's Jerry Sapphire. I finally beat my nemesis, Larry King, as the new, oldest TV personality. That's right, Larry King finally hit the dust, and this is Jerry Sapphire's time. I am God. I'm also on Hulu. That's right, I got a new show on Hulu this coming year, and it's gonna be zoppity. I am going to interview Mr. T. He's still alive, and hopefully bald. I don't know what he looks like nowadays, but the last time I saw him, he was on the A-Team, and we did a bunch of coke. It was a lot of fun. But this time, I'm gonna be the winner. Take it to hell, Larry King. Because today is Jerry Sapphire's day. Watch me on Hulu. I'm gonna bang Larry King's wife on Hulu.
Larry King's dead. You might as well watch Jerry on Hulu. Yay. Hey, folks. I've been saying to you, this is Paul, your radio friend Paul. I've been talking to you for months, if not years, about the KCTK radio app. Why don't you download it already? Do you know how much it costs? $0, that's right. Drew's giving me the OK sign, which used to be good, but now I guess it's white power. Things change. Anyway, you go to your app store. If you have a Android phone, then you go to Google Play and you download KCTK radio app and you're listening to us live all the time. If you have an iPhone, you go to the Apple App Store and you download it. It's free. And you listen and you enjoy yourself. You finally, for your first time in your life, you look forward to something. You enjoy something. Aren't you tired of your family just bitching at you all the time?
Absolutely.
I know I am.
Absolutely.
That's why I turn to the KCTK radio app.
You can get fun times like these.
Yes.
Of our fun little hilarious antics.
We have some good shows on here. We just a little behind the scenes of KCTK radio. We got rid of that thing, which is the countdown show from the weekends.
Oh, you got rid of it?
Yeah. Oh. The guy's a real asshole.
Oh, okay.
We continue to grow with Tracy's Tips and the Dips. Past week, next week has been out of this world. And the Health Detective continually comes on.
What about the Chris Whiting show?
Chris just does the past week, next week.
Oh, he doesn't do the other one anymore?
No.
Why
He's
not?
writing a book about all this stuff, though, which
that's
will be
fun.
good. And every morning you have the Casey Morning Show. Right. And you also have, of course, John and Heidi in the morning and Tom Gulley to make your day just continue to be great at 5 o'clock to end your day with Tom Gulley. And I don't know if you know this, but we were having the past week, next week show. Tom Gulley called in. So he was on our show. So it was nice.
Nice.
And we were going to try to get this other late night guy, but it just didn't work out.
Okay.
Which means be prepared, folks. Coming up soon, we'll tell you more details when we get to it. A little side of chili. Yeah, that's right. If you like something hot and you want it in your mouth, you're going to want some chili. Coming up soon. I wish I could tell you more, Drew.
I wish I knew more.
Right. I know. I wish I knew more, too. But that's what's going on KCTK Radio. You can listen all to it at the app. The app's real easy. Also, episodes of your favorite podcasts are there, too. You can just listen to that. So, enjoy it. We've had a lot of fun putting it together, and we want you to listen, too. So, it's the KCTK Radio smartphone app.
Get the smartphone app for KCTK Radio and get a bowl of chili, along with all of our other friends. check us out on iTunes.
That was pretty good, Drew. Just think if I would have hit the song at the right time,
it would have been perfect.
It would have been good. Where is it? Sometimes you get rusty, folks. But welcome back anyway.
Yeah.
To KCTK Radio.
We never left.
Week review.
Man, I can't wait to watch Jerry Sapphire. He's coming in with a fucking vengeance.
Yeah.
75 years on air, guys. 75 years.
I heard an interview with Larry King on the Mark Maron podcast.
Yeah.
And he's an arrogant guy.
Very.
Very arrogant.
I mean, how many wives has he had? 7?
Yeah.
I can imagine he was an arrogant man.
So,
for good reason. I mean, he
was successful,
great what he did.
But Hancock Everybody was his best friend. I didn't care for that. Okay, so I thought this would be interesting to review this a little bit. Movies that are coming out 2021, they're going to be a little bit different. Last year at this time, we thought everything would be in the theater. They weren't.
Yep.
One of the big movies of the year, Wonder Woman 1984, came out, and it was actually on HBO to the max. And I watched it. And before we move to these movies that are going to be on Netflix, not knowing if you heard any of these or not, Drew, but we'll walk through them. But what'd you think of Wonder Woman 1984?
I was disappointed. They had so much stuff in it, and I felt like it didn't reach the mark like I thought it was going to. They used different villains in it, and they had so much potential beforehand, like Max Lord. I mean, that dude is a big deal in the comics. He leads Checkmate. He's a psychic. And
he ran the Justice League at one point.
Yeah, and I mean, they just kind of made him kind of pathetic.
Right.
And he was like a
nothing to do with the comic book character.
And then you got Chris Pine, who apparently can come back in somebody else's body, but everybody else's wishes come true. But yet he shows up in a different body like it's Quantum freaking Leap. Like they were doing too much 80s shit going on in the movie. And I remember you asked me, like, I don't understand why it had to be in the 80s.
Yeah, that was my biggest thing.
Like, why did it have to be in 1984?
Right. There was nothing unique about that time except for the Cold War.
Yeah, and the guy who played Reagan, terrible actor.
Yeah, terrible.
I mean, that wasn't even Reagan. I didn't even know who that was at first. I'm like, who the fuck is this guy? It's Reagan? That dude doesn't even look like Reagan. He's not even acting like Reagan. Like, he didn't even capture it at all.
Would you really wish to be a cheetah?
I mean,
the first thing was she wished to be powerful.
Yeah,
I get that.
Yeah, in the comics, she gets hit with a cursed gem that makes her into a cheetah.
Right.
She didn't choose to become a cheetah. She gets turned into one, a metahuman. So, and then all of a sudden she's now a full-fledged mutated humanoid cheetah, when before she was just some. Also, Kristen Wiig was a terrible choice. I'm sorry. I'll say it now. I thought she was a terrible choice to play Cheetah.
I'm not going to throw it on her because I think she just had the job and the writing was terrible. But
yeah,
I saw this review and I thought was this point, I guess. There's a scene in there where Diana Prince is with what was Kristen Wiig's character's name? Barbara Minerva.
Yeah, Minerva.
They're like at a bar or restaurant. And Diana says, "Oh, I don't think I've laughed this hard in a long time." Do you remember that?
Yeah.
But there was nothing funny going on, and you had one of the funniest people in the world.
Yeah, Kristen Wiig's great.
Right there.
Yeah.
That was not... You wouldn't have to write anything. You just say go, and she could be funny.
Exactly. Kristen Wiig is great in comedy. I'm not going to sit here and say she isn't. She's fantastic. Bridesmaids was great. She's a great comedic actor.
But why did they just have her say something funny at that point?
I don't understand why they just didn't have her act like Kristen Wiig. Just let her go off. Every time Robin Williams was on set, and Jim Carrey, they let them go just be themselves.
Yep.
Like Birdcage, 20% of that movie, not 20%, not about 80% of that movie is all improv with Nathan Lane and Robin Williams.
Yeah.
They had to use at least 20% of it was the script. I mean,
Yeah.
they just let them. You got to let actors like that, with that kind of caliber, just let them go.
Also, I think I've told you this too when we were talking about it. They never have said in the movies why she was still young. So,
yeah, they haven't gone to that
mentioned,
she was made by gods.
No, they brought that up, but the timeline confuses me because at the first she's a little girl. Then we know when she becomes an adult, she leaves the island, which is 1918.
Yeah.
And then she's still the same age. So we know that she changes, but what's the ratio of it? That's why the 1984 didn't make sense to me at all. It's just like, why is she in 1984? The only thing, folks, and you're going to have to agree with this, Drew, Gal Gadot is so perfectly cast as Wonder Woman.
Yeah.
She's so good looking, and she's so engaging as that character.
Yeah.
You almost think it's a good movie.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And, it had nothing to do with her at all. It had to do with the writing.
Absolutely.
The writing wasn't great.
Yeah.
And, also, throwing it in that she can fly in that, but she doesn't fly in Justice League, that screws up plot holes.
Right.
And I just don't understand why they can't. Also, did I say Justice League or did I say
Justice League?
Yeah, she doesn't fly in that, but yet she can fly in the second Wonder Woman movie.
Yeah.
Also, though, I will say the invisible jet was kind of funny. I do like how they added that.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, well, this is just a take on it.
Uh-huh.
Okay, that's fine. I can understand that.
Now, I've also seen online that people feel like Steve Rogers took over another guy's body.
Steve Trevor.
Yeah. Steve Rogers is Captain America, right? Mm-hmm. Steve Trevor. And he took over another body, and then she banged him. Okay?
Yeah.
And that was kind of sexual attack of that other guy.
Right. It's kind of an assault.
Come on, man.
I wouldn't be complaining if I was him.
Yeah, and he wasn't there either. I mean,
he technically took over.
Technically,
it's Quantum Leap. He took over a dude's body,
right,
and then used his body.
She didn't have sex with someone who didn't give her consent.
Right.
There's always consent given.
If you can say the same thing about also again Quantum Leap, because he would have sex with different chicks in the show.
Yeah. No,
different people's bodies.
He'd become women.
Yeah, sometimes he'd be women, but he wouldn't sleep with men though in that. But he would sleep with women when he was in a male's body. Not that I know of. Not that I saw. And I've seen every episode.
So we say thumbs down, right?
Yeah, I give it a thumbs down. It's a shame because I was really looking forward to it. Also, this was the biggest thing I wanted to bring up.
Mm-hmm.
The golden armor. Okay?
Yes.
I'm going to give everybody a little backstory of that.
Oh, this
is
good.
For all you people that aren't familiar with comics, the gold armor was used in the comic book series Kingdom Come, which is an older version of Wonder Woman, older version of Batman, and older version of Superman. It's in the future.
Okay.
And she has this armor when she fights Batman. Alex Ross created this armor for her in this comic book series, all because she's supposed to look more Amazonian and everything. Ever since then, they felt the need to just throw this motherfucker into this movie for no reason.
Yeah.
And it did nothing.
It didn't make sense at all.
She could, and then Linda Carter, that was the stupidest cameo. It was
stupid.
dumb. Why couldn't that chick just be dead?
I heard on so I saw on social media, you got to wait to see the end of it. Well, she didn't do anything.
She picked it.
And also, you had to really know it before to know what character she was.
Yeah.
You know?
Exactly.
It's so stupid.
And not to mention the fact, it's like, why couldn't that character that she's supposed to be playing just be dead? Why does it?
Yeah.
Why does she still have to be alive?
Right.
Why does that matter?
Just so they could shoehorn
Also,
her
she
in.
could survive an entire army, but yet Cheetah can destroy this armor?
Yeah. It was a dumb movie, folks. It's worth it to watch Gal Gadot.
It was.
We do have a text though.
Tell us to stop being nerd talk.
No, it was someone that said, I thought Drew was going to say that Birdcage was 90% of the movie was gay. So that's funny. So, okay.
You're half right.
Before I look at the movies coming up on Netflix, is there anything that you are anticipating for movies?
I am
this
looking
year?
forward to Little Things.
Okay.
I'm looking forward to Dune, Godzilla versus King Kong.
Oh, God.
That's going to be awesome. WandaVision's actually been pretty interesting.
Mm-hmm.
I'm waiting until the 4th episode comes out before I watch the 3rd one because I want to watch them back to back. I don't understand why they just can't just drop it.
Yeah. Okay, let's see what Netflix has. Okay, Netflix has a movie coming up called Malcolm and Marie. It's a romantic comedy.
Okay.
The synopsis of the movie is the filmmakers Malcolm and his girlfriend Marie return home from a movie premiere, and the film is critically responsive. It's like a little artsy movie.
Okay.
So that sounds something I would miss. To All the Boys, Always and Forever.
Okay.
I don't understand that one either. See if any of these you've heard of any of these.
Okay.
It's a long list here.
Yeah, there's a lot coming out.
Okay. Rise of the Teenage Mutant Turtles.
What?
Skater Girl. There's no now Kissing Booth 3. Have you seen Kissing Booth 2?
No.
Good. It's terrible. I actually watched it because I heard it was good. They lied to me. The Swarm, The White Tiger, Woman in the House, Thunder Force. None of these look good. Let's go to my other page here. The most anticipated movies of 2021 in February. SpongeBob is coming out with a movie.
Okay.
Judas and the Black Messiah.
That looks really good. I forgot about that one.
Yeah.
That one I do want to see. That's coming out on the HBO The Max.
HBO to the Max, yeah. I'm going to watch that one. That sounds good.
That looks really good.
There's also one that... has it come out yet where it is One Night in Miami?
No, yeah, it's on Prime.
It's on Prime, okay.
Yeah, I really want to see it, but I don't have Prime, and I'm not going to pay for it, which is a shame because that looks really good, too.
I got Prime to the Max.
And that's crazy that that's a real event that happened in history.
Mhm.
That's awesome. Those 4 guys were in one room hanging out for one night.
But also I heard that they hung out, but it's all fictionalized because nobody's alive to know what they talked about.
Right. No, I get that, and I'm sure that, they... I got that.
Yeah, what's your thoughts on this? Tom and Jerry.
I never liked Tom and Jerry even
Me
as
neither.
a kid.
Me
I never
neither.
cared for Tom and Jerry.
I think someone must have bought the rights to Tom and Jerry and...
Warner Brothers.
Is Warner Brothers trying to bring back... Because they've always owned it.
Mm-hmm.
Now, here's one I'm really excited about coming in March. Coming to America.
I am pissed off about that.
Why is that?
Because Coming to America is one of my favorite movies.
Mhm,
One of my
great.
favorite Eddie Murphy movies.
Mhm.
And I don't understand why they had to make this.
Because it's going to be funny.
So he's married, right? He marries the chick he loves in the first movie, correct?
Here, you can watch the...
But he has a son with Leslie Jones.
Oh, is that who he has the
Yeah.
son with? Oh, that's even better.
Yeah.
I didn't realize that.
Yeah. Is that a commercial?
It's a commercial, yeah. Geico commercial. We'll review that later.
You must heed my words.
If you change the
before
input,
I'm
you can see
gone,
it.
my son. Now, you will be king. But the throne must pass to a male heir. Hakim, it appears you have a son. He must be found.
Prepare the royal jet. We are going back to America.
I don't know why I'm playing it. We get it. He's going back because he has a son.
He has a legitimate son with Leslie Jones, but I don't know who Leslie Jones' character is for him in this timeline.
Yeah.
To be screwing.
Well, maybe he fooled around with her before he met McDowell.
McDowell?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or I think what's going to end up is going to be Arsenio Hall's son. Do you remember in the first movie where he always acted like he was the prince?
Yeah. Yeah, that's true.
Raya and the Last Dragon.
Yeah, so you can watch that on Disney's Premiere Premium. You have
Disney
to
Plus,
order it.
yeah.
No, this is separate from Disney Plus.
Ooh.
It's another. It's under the same umbrella, but you have to pay for it.
Okay.
To get it on Disney Plus.
Oh, wow.
Or you can see it in theaters.
Okay, Godzilla vs. Kong
Which
just
is
seems
gonna be
silly.
Awesome.
But
'Cause
maybe
it's
just a big dumb movie.
Did you not see the original?
No, I didn't.
So there's
know
an
there was
original one, and nobody wins. They both get murdered with bombs.
Okay, that's going to be on HBO to the Max as well.
Oh yeah, Batman is another one I'm excited for.
Now,
but that's not till 2022.
Nobody in April is the name of the movie. It is starring Bob Odenkirk, so it's going to be good.
Mortal Kombat.
He's a man suffering from PTSD. He was unwillingly draws the air of a Russian drug lord. I'm going to love it. Mortal Kombat. Has there ever been a Mortal Kombat movie before?
Yeah, there was 2 back in the day, and they were goddamn terrible.
Mm-hmm.
This is make up for that for fans that love Mortal Kombat.
Now, this is one I'm going to like.
Yeah.
I'm assuming it's on Disney Plus.
Yep.
It's called Black Widow.
Can't wait. I don't know.
Scarlett Johansson's character from the...
is that going to be on Disney Plus, or are they going to do that in theaters? That's the question.
I'm assuming... It doesn't say. Look at that.
Yeah, it doesn't say.
Yeah.
That's a shame.
But she died in the last movie.
That's, it's been... Honestly, they should have given her a movie a long time ago.
Yeah. So that should be good. Free Guy.
So Free Guy is about Ryan Reynolds. He is a character in a video game. He's one of the computer-generated characters that just walks around and is involved with users.
Interesting. So it's a comedy.
Yeah, it's a comedy. Spiral looks stupid as hell. I never liked any of the Saw movies anyway, but that's what this is.
What is a Saw movie?
So you never saw Saw? You never heard of Saw? So Saw was... The biggest joke is the guy cuts his own foot off so he can escape.
Oh, okay.
All Saw movies are about you trying to escape a room or whatever, a contraption that'll kill you.
Okay, and that's what Chris Rock was in that one. Cruella
DeVille.
So that is a live action remake of the 101 Dalmatians starring Emma Stone.
Mm-hmm.
Emma Stone's good at stuff. F9, Vin Diesel.
It's a Fast and the Furious 9.
Okay, I'm out.
Yeah, I'm already out on that one. I don't care.
June, The Devil Made Me Do It. I'm going to go by here quickly. Peter Rabbit. I didn't know there was a Peter Rabbit 1.
There is.
In the Heights.
Huh. I don't know what that is. Crazy Rich Asians.
It looks like crazy poor Latinos.
Huh.
Venom.
Yeah, that's going to be awesome. I've never seen the first one.
Okay.
I'll be honest.
Will Spider-Man be in it?
No.
Oh, by the way, I went to Mexico, and the person I went was watching the Joker movie.
Yeah.
He hated it just as much as he anticipated he would.
I loved it.
The Minions. Were you ever a Minion guy?
Yeah.
Okay, so kids will enjoy that. Now, this one has been pushed back quite a bit, and I'm going to go see it just because
You love the first one?
I didn't love the first one, but it's a lot of nostalgia. It is Top Gun Maverick. Jennifer Connelly there? Okay, good.
Yeah. She plays the love interest.
Uh-huh.
I don't think they could get the other actress to come back.
So it's
I think he's going to die.
Tom Cruise's character from the first Top Gun 31 years ago, which was just a huge hit. Cinderella. Let's see what we have here.
Didn't they already make a Cinderella?
It looks like a strange with the male Cinderella fairy godmother. So just a different take on it.
Okay.
Space Jam 2.
Yeah.
Now this is where LeBron comes in instead of Michael Jordan. Your thoughts on that one?
I don't care.
Did you ever watch Space Jam 1?
I loved the first Space
Really?
Jam.
I never saw that one.
That's another one. I forgot all about that. Green Knight.
Yeah,
That's going to be awesome.
What's that about?
So, have you ever heard of the old tale of Sir Gawain versus the Green Knight?
No.
It's a spinoff of the King Arthur tales.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I don't think
so
you
that
want me
should
to
be
get
fun.
into it. Yeah.
Oh, good. Jungle Cruise,
Yeah.
which looks like another Disney. Disney makes movies based on their rides.
Yeah.
And it's good to see The Rock is going to be in something finally.
And I love Emma Watts. Is that Emma Watts?
Emily Blunt.
Emily Blunt. Yeah, sorry. I love Emily Blunt.
That is, I call her Mary Poppins. Or Mrs.
Miss Fantastic.
Huh?
They're trying to get her and John Krasinski to be in the Fantastic Four.
That would be cool.
They're trying to make them Mr. and Mrs. Fantastic.
That would be cool. They'd be a good...
Actually, she's technically Visible Woman, but whatever.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hotel Transylvania 4. I didn't even know there was 2.
Never watched any of them.
Suicide Squad.
This is going to be a good one.
Okay.
Because James Gunn's doing it. He did Guardians.
Let's see what the teaser tells me, folks.
It's not anything. They're just...
Successfully complete the mission, you get 10 years off your sentence.
Amanda Waller. Rick Flag.
We got Rick Flag.
Savant. Javelin.
Okay. What other characters they have? Of course, Harley Quinn. She's a star.
Polka Dot Man.
Never heard of him.
He's doing a lot of like old characters that were just like ridiculous. The Ratcatcher.
Ratcatcher. Don't know who that is either.
Idris Elba is playing Bloodsport.
Bloodsport. I think
he's
I
like
may
a
have heard
version
him.
of
Okay,
Deadshot. And King Shark.
King Shark. That was a Flash villain.
Mongol's daughter.
Mongol's daughter. I don't even know who Mongol is.
Yeah, you do.
Now, who is that? The Thinker. That's a Flash villain,
you know who
too.
the Thinker is.
That's a Flash villain.
I actually have never heard of her. Soria.
Pete Davidson plays a superhero.
Yeah, Blackguard.
I never heard of that.
That's Nathan Fillion.
Who's he play?
TDK. The guy can take off his own appendages.
Okay, I remember that guy.
Yeah. And then they got
The Weasel.
Captain Boomerang, another
okay.
Flash villain. And you got John Cena playing Peacemaker.
Peacemaker, okay. Yeah.
He's like a Captain America that likes to murder people.
These are all, I would say, D-list.
Yes, D-list
villains.
is probably the right word to use.
And I guess it's good that they're using them. Because, yeah, I do remember the villain. I read the comic book even, where the guy, he takes off one arm and beats you with it.
Yeah, yeah. And I love it that Nathan Fillion's playing him. That's going to be awesome.
Yeah. Let's see here. Candyman.
Yeah.
The Beatles Get Back. I'm excited by this one.
What is that?
So
why don't you explain that one to me?
They made the Beatles made the White Album. Then they went in to make another album called Get Back.
Okay.
They videotaped it, or not videotaped it. They filmed everything.
Really? Okay.
They were fighting a lot.
Oh, so they filmed it, even them fighting.
Fighting and
that's going to be interesting.
But it came back as the movie Let It Be. But they had such a terrible experience making that record and that film. They put it to the side. Then they made Abbey Road. Then as they were breaking up, they took the footage and the record and had their last album called Let It Be. So a lot of it, they believe, is part of, you can watch the Beatles starting the fight and breaking down. But according to this, Peter Jackson has got all the footage, and he's calling it Get Back because that was the original name of what the project was. And I guess you see more of them cooperating, and according to what people say, they got along a lot better than people anticipated.
Interesting.
And I think it'll be fun to watch them. I think it will be glowing to the Beatles. I don't think it will be a true documentary.
Oh, that's a shame because
I mean?
I would rather watch them be real and actually see the creative process go on. That'd be awesome.
I think McCartney has too much of his
ego in it,
or control of it.
Because what was the song you told me that they all absolutely hated playing, and Paul McCartney would not let it go, and he made them redo it over and over again?
It was Obla Di Obla Da from the White Album.
Oh, okay.
And then finally, John Lennon comes in and goes, "This is how we're starting it." Dun 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 dun. And I guess he got so pissed off that they were like, "Okay, that's how we're doing it then."
Yeah.
I don't know if you remember the beginning of that song.
Yeah.
But I of course I'm going to love it. As being a Beatles fan, I'm going to love it. Watch every second of it. But I don't think we're far enough away from the Beatles. I think the fact that two of them are still alive, we're not going to know the real truth yet.
So
because during this time, John Lennon was on heroin.
Right.
He didn't smoke a little bit of weed or get drunk. He
or
was
do
on
acid.
Heroin.
Right. Okay.
You know what I mean? That's some bad stuff. So there's some. I don't think we'll see it.
You know, let me ask you this, because you're a big Beatles fan.
I am big.
Do you think if John Lennon hadn't been assassinated, do you think he would have overdosed?
No, because he was cleaned up by then.
Oh, okay.
He was all cleaned up, and he took about 3 years off raising his son too.
Okay.
And he was coming back, released a record a few days, if not like a week before.
Okay.
And got murdered.
Gotcha. Okay.
Okay, Jackass 4.
Yeah, I don't know why they're doing that. I mean,
okay. Wasn't fun to watch those guys do stuff, but they're old men now, dude.
Yeah, that's kind of the problem.
I don't think that will be fun to watch.
No, because it's a bunch of old men almost killing themselves.
Okay, Boss Baby. I can't think of anything stupider in my life. I did hear an interview
with Alec
Baldwin saying it was very, very popular, the first one.
Yeah. Never saw it.
So, there's a lot of these kids' movies I don't get into. I don't understand.
Ooh.
Death on the Nile.
And we got Gal Gadot.
Gal
She's
Gadot
looking
is in it.
Good. In that pic.
Doesn't she always?
What's it about?
Looks like Kenneth Branagh is a detective. Kind of a Murder on the Orient Express type thing.
Okay.
So that should be interesting. A Quiet Place 2.
Never saw the first one. I was told it was good, though.
I was on a plane with my wife. She was watching a movie. It was The Quiet Place. She had her headphones on her iPad. And I was sitting next to her. I watched the whole thing.
Was it good?
I didn't have to hear any of it.
Right, because you don't have to.
Right. I don't think it was that good.
Okay.
I think it's an interesting premise, but to do a movie where you can't talk. Wow. How about this? The Eyes of Tammy Faye. Director Michael Showalter, The Big Sick. Or, as you should know, he is the star of Wet Hot American Summer. That's where he does the chronicles of televangelist Jim and Tammy Faye Baker. And that should be interesting to see that.
That'll be fun.
I wonder if they have
And I love Wet Hot American Summer.
Yeah. So I wonder if it will be funny. I wonder if they'll talk about Jim Baker's new douchebag lawyer. I don't know if he'll be brought up, but we know him as well.
Dune!
Dune. Now, is this just a remake of the movie Dune?
Okay. I'm going to give you a little backstory. I'm going to make it quick.
Okay.
So, David Lynch did Dune, and it was terrible. Okay, it wasn't even a good adaptation of the movie. They've also made a TV series of it. It was a TV movie on Sci-Fi back in the day.
Mm-hmm.
It was okay. It wasn't great. Special effects were garbage. But there was an old film by Jodorowsky. He's a famous, prolific director back in the day. And at the time when he was going to make Dune, it was going to be over $1 million. And at that time, in the 70s, that was like insane. So this has been a long time waiting. And Denis Villeneuve, if I'm saying his name correctly, I apologize. He did Blade Runner 2099. And he's doing Dune. And I think he's going to nail it. You got Timothée Chalamet. You got Josh Brolin, Jason Momoa.
It's the same story.
Zendaya.
Right?
Yeah, it's the same story, but they're actually making it closer to the book.
Okay.
There are 5 books. There were supposed to be 6, but Frank Herbert died before he could write the 6th.
Oh, I didn't know he was sick.
Yeah.
Wow.
But anyway, I can't wait. It looks amazing. Oh, it's going to be awesome.
Looks really terrible.
Well, you and my dad can both suck it.
I guess so. Here is a movie that a texter told us about called I Care a Lot.
I Care a Lot?
Yeah.
Let me see it.
Pause jerky. We have to stop.
I don't want to hear an ad.
I Care a
Poised
Lot.
with shark-like self-assurance, Maria is a professional court-appointed guardian for dozens of elderly wards, whose assets she seizes and cunningly milks them. Okay, here it is.
Oh, that chick just
I'm
plays a
sorry
really
to
good bitch.
disturb you so early. The court has ruled that you require assistance in taking care of yourself. I'm fine. I'm afraid it's not up to you to decide. The court has appointed me to be your legal guardian. What? You have to come with me. And remember, I'm here to help.
My name is Marla Grayson.
I'm just someone who cares.
Marla Grayson, you've had amazing success. What's your secret?
There is no secret, Peter.
She forces them into the home, auctions off their house, and uses the proceeds to pay herself.
Because caring is my job. I will grab your dick and balls, and I will rip them clean off.
So it's a dark comedy.
Yeah.
So I think our texter who texts us about this wants to see this movie so he can figure out how he can do this with Gary and Mary, because he's had it. He's had enough of them. So now this is stupid to me. Another Spider-Man villain, Morpheus.
This is actually connected to Spider-Man, though.
Okay,
Spider-Man will be in it
I'm
eventually.
done with villains with no hero in it. Okay, this one has been pushed back forever.
I'm
It
not
is
gonna
No
see
Time
it.
to Die trailer.
That will be
or No
the
Time to
first
Die?
James Bond movie I probably will never see.
Why won't you want to see that?
Because it's stupid.
Why?
He's retired, and then he's brought back for the new 007 who's taking his place, and there's some chick. Like,
Okay.
all right.
Halloween
whatever.
Kills, Last Night in Soho. I haven't heard of any of these.
Snake Eyes, that's a character from G.I. Joe.
Okay.
Ghostbusters Afterlife. Now
Wait a
that'll be
minute.
fun.
Eternals.
Yeah, that's another Marvel movie.
Good Lord, man. Are they the ones, Thunderbolt and those guys?
No, that's the, shit.
What are they called?
They're called the Inhumans. These guys are cosmic gods that rule the universe.
Enough of the Marvel movies.
Why? Because you
God.
want more DC?
Yes.
Ghostbusters Afterlife. Now that's going to be fun. We should watch the trailer for that.
Okay.
Because Paul Rudd's in it.
Oh, commercials.
Oh, my God. Ugh.
We'll just talk over it. It's a Geico commercial. We usually review those pretty well. Uh-huh.
Scoop. There it is.
Okay, here we go.
What are you doing here in Somerville anyway?
Honestly, my mom won't say it, but we're completely broke. And the only thing that's
This
left
looks
in our
like a
name
trailer. Or,
is this creepy old farmhouse
that's
our
not the same
grandfather
trailer
left us in the middle of nowhere.
No, this is it. This is
Why'd you bring
Ghostbusters
me up
Afterlife.
Entertainment value? What is that? I don't know.
Somehow, a town that isn't anywhere near a tectonic plate, that has no fault lines, no fracking, no loud music even, is shaking on a daily basis.
It looks like it's a serious.
I hope not.
It's a serious Ghostbusters.
I hope not.
It looks so boring.
I found this in my living room.
Whoa, killer replica.
A replica of what?
A ghost trap? There hasn't been a ghost sighting in 30 years. New York in the 80s? It's like The Walking Dead.
Okay.
Your dad never mentioned this to you?
It's just my mom.
It is a serious Ghostbusters.
Why?
Because they're showing 30 years ago the real Ghostbusters.
My mom says we're just here to pick through the rubble.
It's for a reason.
Is Bill Murray going to be in it? Is Dan Aykroyd? Hell yeah. Okay.
Ghostbusters. I don't know, man.
I don't know, man. Now I'm kind of bummed.
Yeah.
I was really hoping that I was going to see Bill Murray just show up and like, I got a date with a ghost.
Yeah.
Ray, if somebody asks you if you're a god, you say yes.
This is one for your buddy and longtime listener Phil. Mission Impossible 7.
Ugh.
He likes those movies.
Yeah, he's stupid.
West Side Story. I definitely will see that. Spider-Man sequel.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, it looks like Doctor Strange is going to be in it.
The Matrix 4. Huh. With Keanu Reeves. Sing 2.
Sing 1 was pretty good. My daughter loves it.
Sherlock Holmes 3. Robert Downey Jr.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so we went through a lot of them, didn't we?
Yeah, we did. We went through a lot.
And
there's many more to come.
Well, there's many more to come, but they're all going to be on TV. You do know that, right?
Yeah.
Black Adam.
Yeah, I can't wait for that one.
I heard Black Adam, they're going to have a lot more of the Justice Society in there. And if they do, I'll be happy.
That'd be awesome.
But I don't believe it.
Yeah, Atom Smasher, Hawkman. Those are the only ones I know of at the moment.
Okay. Well, we've gone a long time on that, so
Yeah.
just get you ready, and we'll We'll keep you up to date on every single one of those movies. In fact, whenever they come out, we'll watch them. We'll tell you everything about them. Then you don't have to even worry about seeing them. Or, you don't have to worry about which streaming service is it on. I don't know which. You don't have to worry about it. We'll watch it.
And we'll
enjoy it. We'll have the popcorn. And you don't need to do a damn thing. We'll be right back with more KCTK Radio's Week Review with Paul and Drew, and Jack is not here.
Looking at the past 7 days so you don't have to. You could join in on the experiment by calling or texting us at 913-735-0060.
Do you know if your children are up to date with their immunizations? Hey, fellow Detroit parents, I'm Herman Moore, a former professional football player. I'm lucky to have two amazing sons, but I also know that being a parent requires a lot of work. And one of the most important things is helping to keep your children healthy. To help make sure they stay on top of their game, it was important to stay on top of their vaccinations. The CDC recommends a vaccination schedule that helps protect against 14 serious diseases before age 2. There's a lot to consider when it comes to your child's health, but I know getting our children vaccinated with all doses at the scheduled times is one of the most important steps we can take to help protect them from serious illnesses.
Visit vaccinateourchildren.com to find information about CDC-recommended vaccinations. This message was brought to you by the Henry Ford Health System in partnership with Pfizer.
Hi, Tom Gully from The Tom Gully Show here. Listen to the show every weekday at 5 p.m. right here on KCTK Radio, personality-driven radio.
A just-launched, nonpartisan web portal by Vote Sane PAC aims to empower the electorate in a unique way. Founder Rob Zimmer discusses what makes it different.
We designed VoteSane as a user-friendly, one-stop destination that contains news, data, and insights, as well as a chance to influence government by donating to candidates and causes directly from our site. Now, not only can voters see what their elected officials are saying and how they're voting, but regular folks get the same access as heavy-hitter insiders by donating to an incumbent or instead a challenger. VoteSane also provides social media content, on-site polling, and even voter registration. Our goal is simple: help more Americans participate in our democratic process, all with a few clicks of a mouse.
Technology's impact on the 2008 elections led to the VoteSane concept, which has now become the only nonpartisan portal that accepts donations to candidates. For more information, visit votesane.com.
Yeah, so welcome back, everybody. KCTK Radio's Week Review with Paul and Drew. Yeah, it's a lot of movies. We should have cut it down so we can understand a little bit better, but...
we do what we can.
Yeah.
We were trying to move quick.
We sure weren't.
We sure weren't.
We sure were.
Oh,
and
yeah.
people care. They don't really care about that type of stuff. They only care about the news of the Droosh.
All right. Take it away from what's the podcast you do about health talk?
From the Health Detective.
The Health
podcast.
Detective.
Yeah.
I'm taking a page from that.
Okay.
Here's the debate.
Okay.
Is it better to drink coffee or is it better to drink tea first thing in the morning?
Wow, this is going to be interesting. This is right up my alley.
So, and mine as well, because I love drinking coffee. So, upon opening your eyes in the morning, do you crave the acidity and kick of a freshly brewed cup of coffee? Or do you prefer the soul-warming heat and more subtle caffeine hit from a cup of tea? Surely experts agree that one must be better for our health than the other. It turns out...
You're bumming me out, dude.
Why? Because you're old?
I just wonder what you're going to say.
Okay. It turns out that a fierce battle between coffee and tea lovers may be there's no straight answer. Okay? And it really depends on the person. So, people are saying that keep in mind that in noticeable health benefits or drawbacks of drinking coffee in particular, but also tea, are directly connected to caffeine, which happens to be the world's most widely consumed psychoactive drug.
Right.
And according to Samuels, which is the person that made this, effects of caffeine can be experienced within 45 minutes of consumption and can last anywhere between 3 to 10 hours, depending on the person. Coffee and tea obviously both contain caffeine, but
Coffee
at
has
different
more,
levels.
right?
Yeah. 1 8-ounce cup of black coffee contains about 95 milligrams of caffeine, whereas the same amount of black tea boosts 48 milligrams. That's kind of crazy. And a cup of green tea comes with around 29 milligrams. Clearly, in this example, the effects of caffeine will most readily felt when indulging in a cup of coffee. Most of the benefits of caffeine truly depend on the drinker's genetic disposition. We metabolize caffeine in the liver, and some people have genetic mutations that make them fast or slow metabolizers of caffeine. Caffeine is metabolized by an enzyme in the liver that is encoded by... I'm not even going to bother trying to pronounce that. After half of the world's population possesses variant of the gene that leads to the slow processing of stimulant, it's difficult to genetically test for it.
What do you do? What do you do in the morning?
I'll be real with you. I love me a good cup of coffee.
Okay. What do you have?
What do I have?
Like what in it?
Nothing.
Nothing? Just black coffee?
Black coffee. My grandfather told me that real men drink coffee black.
Mm-hmm. Is this the same one that would put sweet and low all over it? And
Yeah.
bring into
as he's
Denny's
saying
his
it-
own creamer?
As he's saying it, he has 5 creamers, empty creamers sitting next to it. He's pouring the 6th.
So, being an old man, I stopped drinking Diet Coke.
So you've been drinking a lot more coffee.
And then, a few months ago, I realized the only thing I was looking forward to in my life was eating ice cream.
Okay.
So now I don't eat ice cream anymore.
Why?
It's made me super fat.
Oh, okay.
Not just fat, but super fat.
Okay.
The only thing I look forward to is coffee. If you were going to tell me coffee, I couldn't do coffee, I was going to say I don't give a shit anymore. Because I wake up.
Yeah.
I go get myself a cup of coffee and my wife, and I give her a cup of coffee. Then I have another one. Then I come down to work and I get myself I make myself a latte with almond latte.
Gross.
Almond milk latte?
I don't like almond milk.
You're missing out with a little honey. And then at 4 o'clock every day, I go have myself another one.
Yeah.
So I can drink coffee any way, anyhow.
Okay.
And I really like it.
So
I like it. Oh, so I love it so very much.
I do like hot coffee.
Mhm.
Don't get me wrong.
I don't like cold coffee.
I like cold brew black coffee with some ice. It's actually, and mostly I'm drinking it for the effects. It's not the taste.
Yeah.
But I do like me a good cup of Joe.
Yeah.
So
Well, I'm glad it's healthy.
I'm a savory kind of guy. That's probably why I don't put any sweetener and stuff in it. I like the bitter taste. Like that's why I drink my tea without sweetener in it.
Yeah, I can't stand sweet tea.
I can't stand it. I will lose my freaking mind if I'm in a restaurant and they give me sweet tea. I'll be like, no. I didn't ask for this. I asked for unsweet.
I think it's weird to have you have to order unsweet.
I should just be able to
iced
say, I want a glass
tea.
of tea. I want a glass of iced tea.
Yes.
If I wanted sweet tea, I would have said sweet tea.
That's what I believe. I believe strongly in this.
Yeah. And
I went to Tennessee one time and they told me I was stupid.
I tell them to go fuck themselves and give me my tea.
Wow, I didn't want to fight with everybody.
That's the thing. I have an anger problem, Paul. I don't know if you
okay.
knew about that. Anyway, I wanted to bring this up because I know a gentleman every Saturday, he drinks tea in the morning, and we all drink coffee.
Yeah.
So I wanted to have this as a little bit of debate. Obviously, the article doesn't give the debate. The debate is it depends on the person.
I think it's good. I think the person you're talking about, it's probably good that he doesn't drink
coffee.
Yeah. Or caffeine or soda pop. He never really got into soda pop either.
I stopped drinking soda pop freshman year of high school.
Mm-hmm. Now,
and I never looked back.
And I can tell you this.
But I do love me.
If you ever come across an article that says vodka's bad for you, just don't bring it up on this program. We have too many listeners
that drink vodka. Actually, let me just.
Yeah, don't do that. Just don't bring. If you find one that's good for you, then bring it up to the show.
This just in: vodka will kill you.
Don't, not for our listeners, because we need it for our listeners.
Anybody that puts club soda in their vodka will die.
Well, we're all dying then. Hey,
is this the Great British Break Off theme?
It's just background music because it's a good.
I love that show. I feel so elegant when I watch it. Yeah, it's my guilty pleasure show. I don't give a fuck.
Now I gotta play a different song, I guess. Because I want to tell you, we're gonna get prepared for next year too.
What are we doing?
Well,
oh snap!
Have you ever heard of Nostradamus?
Yeah, I remember that old cat.
Well, Nostradamus was famous at making predictions.
Which he was
over 465 years ago. He was a French prophet and philosopher.
Right.
He made a lot of predictions. But what did he predict for 2021? You're wondering, right?
Yeah. What do you predict?
Well, a lot of people say 2020 was a bad year. We're all looking forward to 2021. So I want to know what Nostradamus said, so I know to get prepared for it and feel good about it.
Okay.
The first thing he predicted was a global famine.
Awesome.
After great trouble of humanity, a great one is prepared. The great mover renews the ages. Rain, blood, milk, famine, steel, plague. In the heavens, fire scene, a long spark running. So that's one thing.
Shit.
Also, he predicts solar storms and asteroids. In the sky, one sees fire and a long trail of sparks. So, I wonder if they're going to be equated at all.
Okay.
But it's not all good news. He also predicts an earthquake will destroy California.
They didn't even did they what?
A sloppy park great calamity through the lands of the West and Lombardy. The fire and the ship, plague and captivity. Mercury and Saturn fading. That must mean California in French talk. Yeah, they didn't even know it existed, but somehow...
Have they looked up and seen if this guy was a schizophrenic?
I think he was a nut job, but there will be an earthquake and it will destroy California.
Well, make sure not to be there.
The last thing he predicted... You like TV shows?
Love TV shows.
What's one of your favorite cable shows?
My favorite cable show?
Mm-hmm.
Shit.
That's right, The Walking Dead. He predicts a zombie apocalypse. Few young people half dead to give a start. Dead through spite, he will cause the others to shine, and in an exalted place some great evils to occur. Sad concepts will come to harm one another.
So don't drink Sprite.
Half dead young people and great evils. This sounds like a zombie apocalypse. So
don't drink Sprite.
We have global famine,
asteroids,
solar storms and asteroids, and then earthquake in California and a zombie apocalypse. That's what we have looking forward to, and we are going to stay on top of these stories for you. We'll be here throughout.
And we'll end up being like, I think our show will end up being like Wet Hot American Summer where the kid's doing the radio show and it's not even plugged in.
Yeah, that's kind of.
Is your dog crying? Is that what I'm hearing?
Yeah, she wants to go to bed.
Okay.
She's ready to go to bed. She wants her treat and go to bed. Gilly, where are you? You used to be a big radio star, Gilly, now? What? Okay. All right, I guess we're getting pulled from the network. So, you know what's weird about all these things that are going to happen?
What's that?
They're all going to be, all these disasters, none of them will be as bad as having President Trump be our president for the last 4 years.
I don't know. The famine sounds pretty friggin' bad.
Well, we'll be fine. We got McDonald's up the street. Everything will work out okay.
Jesus Christ, it's going to be Soylent Green. It's made of people.
Would you eat a person?
Sure. You? Yes.
You would eat a person? I would never eat a person.
I don't know, man. I've never been that hungry before.
What if your daughter was hungry and all you had was people to feed her? Would you feed it to her?
To keep her alive?
Yeah. Yes. Okay.
If there are plants, then she can eat that instead.
Okay. That's our show, folks. Got a lot of good...
I'm a father, okay? I'll do whatever I got to do to keep my baby alive.
Fair enough. That's how I feel about Gilly. So, thanks for joining us, folks. Be looking forward to movies next year and all the tragedies that Nostradamus predicted. And more White Guy. And it's all here on KCTK Radio's Week Review with Paul and Drew. We'll see you next time.
This has been a KCTK production, produced by Paul Lavoda. If you want more information about this content, then you have some real weirdness going on. You can always check out KCTK Radio on Facebook. Listen to live programs at kctkradio.com. Yes, and that is on the World Wide Web. Thank you.